Most experiments in science fail. They produce messy data, confusing results, and dead ends. But sometimes, an experiment fails in a very specific way, and that failure changes everything. This is the story of Shinya Yamanaka, a Japanese scientist who didn't set out to rewrite biology. In fact, his experiment was expected to fail. For decades, biology followed a simple rule. Once a cell becomes specialized, a skin cell, a nerve cell, a muscle cell, there is no going back. This idea shaped textbooks, medicines, and research itself. Cells were thought to move only in one direction. Yamanaka asked a question many scientists avoided. What if adult cells were not permanently fixed? What if they can be pushed backward to a more flexible, stem-like state? At that time, this idea sounded unrealistic. Some thought it was impossible. Yamanaka worked with adult skin cells from mice. He selected 24 genes that he believed might control cell identity. He introduced all of them into adult cells. The expectation was simple. Nothing meaningful would happen. Most of the cells died, others behaved unpredictably. The result looked chaotic. By conventional standard, the experiment had failed. But a small number of cells did something unexpected. They began acting like embryonic stem cells. Instead of discarding the results, Yamanaka simplified the experiment. He removed genes one by one until only 4 remained. These 4 genes were enough to reprogram adult cells back into the stem cell-like state. They are now known as Yamanaka factors. This meant one thing: cell could remember who they were, but they could also forget who they were. This discovery led to induced pluripotent stem cell, often called as iPS cells. Today, they are used in regenerative medicines, disease modeling, drug testing, and they avoid many ethical issues associated with the embryonic stem cell. All of this began with an experiment that looked like failure. In 2012, Shinya Yamanaka received the Nobel Prize in Physiology or Medicine, not for being immediately right, but for paying attention when something went wrong. Science doesn't move forward by perfection. It moves forward through curiosity and patience. This is quiet science.